Are you experiencing back pain and want a quick, easy solution that you can do right now from home? In this video, I'm going to show you how to eliminate back pain naturally using a foam roller. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, my name is Denny Krembliss and I'm an accordionist that goes by Squeeze and Thanks. If you're new here, welcome. I'm happy you're here. And if you find any value in this video, if you enjoy, hanging out with me, click the subscribe button and you could see some more fun accordion videos. I make crazy accordion videos and I have a lot of fun doing it. And if that's anything that you'd be interested in, I'd be happy to have you here. So we're gonna go over a technique that was given to me by my chiropractor, and I had been seeing him week after week after week, and it's too expensive. It's almost as much as a phone bill sometimes. And if you can eliminate that or reduce it, why would you not want to do that? So I'm going to share this with you in just a second, but my chiropractor had given me this printout. This is from Prevention Magazine in 2003. And I've scoured the internet looking for a technique like this, and you won't find it. So Sharon Feldman, arthritis specialist, PT, if you're out there, thank you so much for sharing this. This is a life-changing technique for me, and I know that it will be for you as well, so we'll dive into it in just a second. If you want to jump around, if you want to skip ahead to the exercise, there's a time code in the description below. If you want to revisit the video and check it out, you can jump right to the exercise. I should probably flash some kind of disclaimer. If you experience any type of pain with this, just stop, don't do it. If you're older, if you're a little bit more fragile, maybe you would want to consider using a medium density foam roller. This has a little bit more give to it than a traditional foam roller. I like the firm one. I have better experience with that, but if you're a little bit more fragile, stick with the medium density. And as you can see, this is a 3-foot foam roller. We also have the little guys. You don't want to use these. Just avoid using these little ones. You need something where your whole body's going to fit on it. And if you have, the ones with the knobs in it, it'll probably work. But if you're going to make the purchase one that is smooth. There's 2 ways to do this. There's a beginner method, and then there's another method that's a little bit more difficult to pull off. If you're having relief with the first one, that's fine, stick with that. If the second one's too difficult, you almost don't even need it. Just doing this alone by itself is good enough. If you're a little bit older, if you have any physical limitations, maybe we just stick with the beginner way. I wouldn't want you to risk falling off of it. You would only be falling, 6 inches to the floor, but if you have bad hips, if you have bad shoulders, I wouldn't want that to happen to you. To begin, find an area in the house where you can sprawl out on the floor with your arms open at the side. You can start by sitting on top of your foam roller at the end and slowly let yourself back until your shoulders and your head touches. And to lock yourself into this, where you get even a little bit of neck adjustment, we have a little tendon. If you move your head up and down, you'll feel a tendon back there. There's a little pocket. Tuck your head into that pocket on the edge of the foam roller and ever so slightly shimmy yourself forward. And that'll kind of put a little tension on the neck, which is good. If you feel any pain, don't do that. You can sit with just your head on the back of it, but I like to tuck my head in and stretch out that area, and that just gives a little bit deeper stretch in the neck area. Release your arms to the side with your palms facing up and feel that deep stretch in your chest. Stay in this spot for a good 30 seconds, maybe a minute, and allow your body to adjust to this new position. From here, you're going to want to raise your arms out in front of you with your palms facing towards your feet and in alignment with your shoulder, and you'll take your hands and slowly go off to the side in one direction. And when you come back up to the top, you bring it to the same position and then go to the other side and bring it back to the top. And you just kind of want to do this slowly as we get started. So we got that down, and now we're going to add the breath. So the magic really begins when we introduce breath work and muscle contraction. These are 2 things that weren't mentioned in the article, but I found them to have a profound effect on how the body aligns itself. So what we're doing is engaging the trunk of the spine. We have to engage our poo and pee muscles, engage your core, and hold that real tight. And again, at the top, now we're adding a deep breath. As we go to the side, we breathe in and hold it. And then as we go up to the top, we exhale. And once you get there and you do that exhale, you'll feel that sensation, the cracks and the release, and it feels great. We do that again off to the other side and do that a few times. And that's one way of doing it. If you'd like to go one step further, hold your breath to one side and then go to the other side before releasing and then release. So basically we're loading both sides up, and then as we exhale, we get an even deeper combined sense of relaxation with this. You could take turns switching sides for about 5 to 10 minutes, and if that works for you, great. You don't have to go any further. If it works, leave me a comment below, like this video, let me know what you think. If you want to take it to the next level, you can. The reason I say next level is because I want this to apply to as many people as possible. So if you want to stick to the beginner way, that's fine, but this is the actual method. She mentions it in the article about lifting up a foot, but this just makes it a little bit more tricky. You could tobble off of the foam roller and you could jar your body kind of funny. I've done that before, and I don't want anybody to get hurt, so really exercise caution as we go through these next few steps. You may find it easier to set up in front of a couch like I have here. If you happen to fall, you'll be able to catch yourself with your foot on the side of the couch, or you can stick your foot under the crack if you lose your balance. In order to make it easier, start with your dominant side. I'm right-handed, so we'll start with my right foot placed, and we'll lift up my left foot. And again, feet shoulder width apart and about a foot away from the foam roller. And you lift up one leg and go to the side and engage your core and really feel that. And it should be easier going to the one side, but as you go to the opposite side with your foot lifted, you're gonna naturally wanna roll over and fall over. That's where stabilizing your core, your abdomen muscles, your poo and pee muscles, like that's all gonna really stabilize you and help you maintain this movement. There's one extra little technique that if you do it, and when I say to do it, you do it ever so slightly. I don't want you rolling and trying this, but the only way I can compare it to anything is when Post Malone does the dab in his music video. That was where I first saw it, and it's almost like you're kind of doing that. When you do the dab, you tuck your head, and you don't want to be doing that, but you want to ever so slightly rotate in that direction. So if you're starting this on the right and you're off to the left and you're having trouble and you just keep toppling over, what you really want to do is offset your arms as they go out by turning to the side, and that should really help you. After you're comfortable with one side, switch feet and repeat on the other side. It may be a little bit more difficult at first, but it's important to remember to do both sides evenly. Again, we want to be paying attention to our breath work. We're taking a deep breath in as we go to the side and then exhaling at the top. And again, if you want to switch sides, do one side, the other side, and then exhale. All of those things that we learned prior to right now can apply to this. So all of those little things, the abdomen muscles, the breath work, lifting the foot. It's a lot, it's a little bit tricky, but I can assure you if you practice these steps, you'll get good at it, and you're actually getting an ab workout in too. You're strengthening your core, and that's just gonna help all around. It's important to allow our bodies a moment to adjust to the new alignment. Slide off the foam roller to the side and lay on the ground for a good minute as your body settles in. You can rest your hands on your chest if it's comfortable, or down at your sides face down, or again back open like we had in the beginning. So this is something I do 2 times a day. I do it in the morning and I do it at night. The article says you can do it 1 or 2 times a day. I don't know if there's any science behind that. I don't know if you should be doing it more or whatever, but I try and limit myself to about 2 times a day, and it seems to work great before bed. And waking up, because sometimes you sleep funny and that's where things start to fall out of alignment. But with these steps, I can assure you, your life will be so much easier. You'll be saving money. You won't have to go to the chiropractor as much. And it's just a good thing. So if you found any value in this, please subscribe, drop me a comment and let me know your experience with it. If it worked for you, what part you might have gotten hung up at. If you want to stick around and check out some of my accordion videos, I have a playlist right here. But thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And until next time, peace.